This season has been one to forget for Rangers fans. A strong European run couldn't overshadow the dreadful performances domestically from the Light Blues. All focus is on next season in hopes that the Ibrox club will avenge on this year's disappointment. In today's video, however, we have some huge Rangers news as Rangers have been handed a massive Champions League blow going into next season. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers have explained the reasons behind their controversial banner statement following last weekend's 1-1 draw against Celtic. The club were heavily criticised by their own fans after they swiftly condemned the display, organised by the Union Bears, which was held aloft as the teams emerged from the tunnel last Sunday. An image of club legend Graham Souness holding a shotgun was accompanied by a message which read, "Take aim at the rebel scum." A club spokesperson said, "We also acknowledge that the banner displayed prior to kickoff crossed a line and was unacceptable. Our approach to supporter displays has always been built on trust, with the responsibility placed on groups to exercise good judgment. We will reflect on how these displays are managed and engage with supporter groups to ensure the right balance of trust, responsibility, and oversight is maintained moving forward." Rangers is proud of its passionate fan base, and we all share a duty to protect the standards and reputation of our club. Now, having met with Rangers Fan Advisory Board earlier this week, club chiefs have detailed why they took such action in the aftermath of the incident. Key members of the club's hierarchy, such as CEO Patrick Stewart and Chief of Communications Greg Mailer, took part in the discussions on Tuesday evening. Minutes of the meeting have now been published by the fan board. Within this, the club refutes the notion that they were knee-jerk in their approach to reacting to the banner, now in the hands of Police Scotland, with their statement. Another key takeaway from the meeting was that the club did not have prior approval as to the contents of the banner. The strength of feeling among the fan base on the issue is very strong in terms of the club's handling of the situation, and this was echoed by the Fan Advisory Board and firmly conveyed, the opening section of the meeting minutes read. The club's statement was perceived as being issued too quickly and in a reactionary manner. There is a recurring frustration that while the club acts quickly to condemn its own fans, it does not consistently defend our own supporters when they are the target of provocative or offensive actions by others. Now, in a massive Champions League blow for Rangers, the US consortium behind the Rangers takeover have seen their time slashed to prepare for the new season by Manchester United. Going into the Europa League's second leg with Athletic Bilbao, pharmaceutical tycoon Andrew Kavanagh, and 49ers Enterprises would have been hoping for a dramatic second leg turnaround as they inch closer to a takeover at Ibrox. That's because if Athletic had won the competition at the Sam Mames and finished in a Champions League place in La Liga, which they currently hold, Rangers would have been bumped up to the qualification path and entered the third round due to their coefficient ranking. That scenario would have given the new owners and the new manager until August 5th to 6th to prepare the squad for the crucial push towards the league phase. That is the same stage that Philippe Clement entered the competition last season as they took on Dynamo Kiev, with pre-season training beginning on July 8th. But Athletic, who sent Barry Ferguson's men out of the Europa League, could not overturn the 3-0 advantage the Premier League giants took into the second leg from the San Mames. The visitors to Old Trafford took the lead through a stunning strike from Miko Joragizar, but a Mason Mount double alongside goals from Casemiro and Rasmus Højlund in the second half put the tie out the reach of the Spanish side. With the Basque outfit missing out on the chance to lift the trophy on their own turf, Rangers will now enter the Champions League at the second round stage, with the first leg scheduled for July 22 to 23. The new man in the dugout will be expected to kickstart pre-season training around June 20th for the game, with the clash at Easter Road against Hibs next weekend bringing the campaign to a close. It leaves the incoming owners with a race against the clock to get all the building blocks in place to navigate the tricky early rounds and reach the cash-rich league phase. Clubs who reach the elite competition are handed £15.7 million just for completing the league phase by UEFA, but the prize pot is expected to surge to at least £40 million per club. In other news, Rangers star Vaclav Cerny has reportedly emerged on a 3-player shortlist for a major European club ahead of this summer's transfer window. The 27-year-old is currently on loan at Ibrox from German side Wolfsburg. The Czech international has proved to be a hit during his season spent in Glasgow, having signed under Philippe Clement last summer. Cerny has scored 17 goals and has provided 7 assists across all competitions so far. His form has led to growing murmurings among the Rangers faithful that Cerny's permanent signature should be a priority for the next transfer window. However, it's believed that Rangers do not hold an option to buy clause as part of their loan agreement with Wolfsburg, and so they would need to re-enter talks with the Bundesliga side if they wanted to do a deal. Another major stumbling block for Rangers appears to be Wolfsburg's asking price, as they aim to recoup most of the money they forked out for the attacker. They paid £8 million for Cerny just 2 summers ago, as he arrived from FC Twente in the Eredivisie. While this may prove a stretch too far for Rangers' summer recruitment, one European club has been credited with a strong interest. Takvim reports that Besiktas are seriously considering a move for Cerny ahead of next season. Managed by former Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the Turkish giants have been keeping tabs on the player for months and are said to have him at the top of a 3-man shortlist as they search for a new winger. Finally, Pat Nevin has suggested that Billy Gilmour could return to Rangers amid his lack of consistent minutes at Napoli. The midfielder joined the Scudetto hopefuls at the beginning of the season and has gone on to feature in 25 of their 38 matches this term. Gilmour has completed just 5 full 90s for his side in 2024-25. And Nevin, who turned out for the likes of Chelsea, Everton, Tranmere, Kilmarnock and Motherwell, thinks the Scot has a decision to make. In reality, there are 2 ways of looking at it, he said. Accept that you are going to be one of those players who play half of the games every season. So you've got 2 choices. Choice number 1 is accept that's your career, that's your life, that's what happens. You are going to play with some great clubs, win some trophies. People are going to love you, and you are going to play until you're 40 because you're going to be relaxed, and that's a good career for Billy. The other possibility, I wonder if Celtic and Rangers need a controlling creative player. It is that one where, if he comes up to Celtic or Rangers, he takes over from Callum McGregor or becomes the new Barry Ferguson. That's it. I'm not sure where else with Billy. That sounds like a weird choice, but I actually think that's the choice that Billy has got now. For some people, I don't know what it would be. For me, I want to play football. I would just go wherever I could play because I love playing football. But I don't know what Billy will think. Whatever he thinks, I would back him on it. I would just say the most important thing, as long as you are available for Scotland, mate, I don't care. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.